Hi, I'm Rick Kurzbergen with the University of Maine Cooperative Extension. Maine dairy farmers have been using cover crops for many years to control soil erosion during the winter. While this primary benefit is great, many dairy farmers are now seeing multiple benefits from using cover crops. Some of these benefits include improving soil health by improving water management, nutrient recycling, and good weed control. Cover crops like this winter cover crop over winter rye has been the standard for many years, but now a diversity of cover crops are being used in multiple ways. Bob Fogler from Stonyville Farm has been growing cover crops on over 1,000 acres of corn and potato grounds.
We're trying to accomplish really multiple things. I guess probably number one is we're focused on soil health, long-term soil health, and we believe cover crops is a very important part of that. So just to get mass there to feed all the worms and everything else that goes along in that system. So we're after the mass, we're after green. I want something live in the spring. That's why we do the winter rye. On top of that, it's because I like to have the green in the spring, and also our manure program, we separate the solids so it's just completely liquid, and if we don't have a good cover crop there, we can't keep the manure in place. It tends to run awful.
Not only has Bob seen better responses in terms of soil health, he's been able to document the resiliency of his cropping systems and the improvement of the ability of these crops to withstand tough environmental conditions, such as the drought of 2016.
Yeah, this year was extremely dry, but we had the highest yields we've ever had. And I went back and looked on some stuff, and you could track yields pretty close by organic matter, and that kind of proves that what we're really trying to do is increase organic matters, get them back to what I assume they were 50, 60 years ago before we were under constant tillage all the time. And we have some fields that are, 4.5, 5.5 organic matters, and that's, where we want to get. And the water holding capacity of that, we saw no negative effects from the real dry summer. I would guess nitrogen, we haven't changed our program a lot, very similar, but our yields have increased, on an average, I think 15, 20%. So we're getting a lot more yield for the same nitrogen, without a doubt. When it gets tough going, if it's raining in the fall, we'll head towards those fields that have historically have better soil health because they've either been, we've been at it longer in places and there's more worms, more aeration there, and we'll head towards those spots. And we've noticed a huge difference on being able to spread manure in the fall and all those things.
Cover crops on corn silage can be sown at different times and ways and include a variety of crops to improve diversity.
Yeah, we basically have done 3 different things. We did a 5-species mix of annual ryegrass, crimson clover, tillage radish, and turnip, and all the winter rye was put on after harvest, but the other 4 were done under 2 different methods. One of them we would have done usually around early July with Gandy air seeder, 12 rows at a time. We put on, I think, 15 pounds an acre with that in the early July time frame. We did 300 acres that way. And then it was August 21st, we did that same 4 species with an aircraft. We did 400 acres that way. And then we put winter rye at 100 pounds an acre over the top of that after harvest on all of it.
Producers may find other various ways to sow their cover crops. Some farmers will drill winter rye into corn stubble after harvest. Well, this probably results in the most even stand. It can be the slowest method of sowing. Many broadcast winter rye and either hope for rain or incorporation, or slightly incorporate the seed with either manure applications or a drag chain or light harrow. The earlier the winter rye is sown in the fall, the better the stand will be and the most benefits return to the grower. Some more recent developments have been interseeders that drill cover crops into standing corn and hyboid seeders that drop cover crop seeds into cornfields in mid to late August. So what are the costs of growing cover crops, and how are the results defined by some of the growers that use them?
We haven't been focused on what it costs because I believe so much in the program and the long-term benefits of it. We just keep doing it because we really believe that, and I don't know if it's 20, 30, 40 bucks, probably closer to 40 with, the 2 applications and time and everything, but I haven't worried about the cost too much because I believe in cover crops too much. If it cost twice as much, I'd still be doing it.